Have you ever felt like this? What's the point? If you are like me and you have experienced this many times, too many to count, when your mechanics just aren't up to snuff, I'm tired of this. If I want to play like the pros, I need to practice like them. So I'm introducing DPS Bootcamp. I will be doing a week of hard DPS training to show how working smart is better than working hard. Each day I will do 6 hours of intensive training, which I will lay out. First, the practice is just straight mechanics. We're going to be doing 30 minutes of aim labs with key practices in the areas of flicking and tracking. Flicking is the act of moving over a long distance. This can be useful on slow fire rate characters such as Widowmaker and McCree. Tracking is when you need to keep the crosshair on the target for the duration of the attacks, similar to Soldier 76 and Zarya's aim styles. When we're all done with this, we're going to throw ourselves into a 1v1 arena in the workshop. We'll be facing versus the AI. The reason for this is to get my in-game movement prepared along with the ability usage and prediction. Even though it's an AI, I'm still using it to practice moving and strafing and putting my crosshair where it needs to be, when it needs to be. We'll also do this for about 30 minutes every day and get ready for some real training. That way we'll be training against real people. Every death that we'll have, we're going to keep track using the 4-box method created by Jane. First, you're going to create a square box split into 4 smaller squares. In each of these, we're going to write mechanics, positioning, game sense, and good. In each of these boxes during the game, if a death happens in that assigned role, you add a tally to one of them. For mechanics, that can be missing your shots from time to time or just losing a duel overall. Positioning is when you're too far out of your team's line of sight. This could be leaving yourself alone without their assistance or trying to go on some hero flank and dying because you're out of your honest line of sight. Game sense would be not knowing the enemy has Dragon Blade and not being ready for them to transcend when you're engaging. And good, this is where you want to be. This is where you want your death. It's when you gain a tactical advantage. This could be pushing the cart, gaining an objective, or suiciding off the map to reset faster. The idea for the 4-box method is to know why your death happened, to know if you're gaining something for it, if it was unnecessary. After we assessed what boxes were the most checked, we can decide what to keep in mind for our next segment, which will be about an hour of VOD reviews. We're going to choose the worst games that we felt we performed in, and we're going to look at the reasons in detail to show what errors we made and how to fix them. We're specifically looking for losses because the way that people lose a lot of games is that the enemy either gets more value or you get punished for the mistakes that are made. We'll choose the specifics that we want to improve on and get ourselves prepared mentally. While we do this, we're going to look back and take a little bit of a break, about 30 minutes, to let ourselves sink in on the information we just decided, and then we're going to jump back into comp for an hour. We're going to take those errors we just had and focus on them specifically. Once said and done, hopefully these final games will have less errors overall. We're going to be focusing on those 1 to 2 specifics that we want to fix. Overall, we're going to try to find out why we're dying, what we did well, and what we did not do well on. If you want to watch and see my development, be sure to catch it at 3 p.m. EST at twitch.tv/Psycheric. Please wish me some luck. I don't know if this is going to work. Hopefully it does. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.